I cannot imagine utility companies being managed and operated by, quote-unquote, the enemy. I'm sure you wouldn't want to sleep with your enemy. System operator on duty. Siya ang may kapangyarihan para i-switch on or i-switch off yung power supply, correct?
Yes, opo.
Okay. Okay, kasi kanina nabanggit ni Congressman Suarez na dun sa desisyon sa pagbili ng lupa, paghingi ng approval, ang nagre-rekomenda ay ang isang Chinese national. What was that again?
Hindi, ibig sabihin, sir, how could they do that? Why would they follow the instruction of other people
No,
from other
in
countries?
simple analogy, ganito lang yan. Ano? Sabi mo kasi, it can just be turned off just like that.
Yes, sir.
Diba? Now, ang tanong ko, sino ang pwedeng magsabi i-turn off yan? At kung merong ganyang order, ano yung procedure o yung proseso para i-turn off yan?
Yes, sir. We have procedures on how we operate our equipment and especially the grid. May mga responsibility po yung system operator as outlined dyan sa Philippine Grid Code, and then meron kaming mga internal procedures.
Okay, ganito na lang, para ito sa mga nanonood, no? Halimbawa, kaya nga binigyan kita example sabi mo yung duty, ano yun? Sabi mo, what did you say? The duty?
Yung system operator on duty, meron po
Okay,
kaming
system
dispatcher
operator
na
on duty. Siya ang may kapangyarihan para i-switch on or i-switch off yung power supply, correct?
Yes, opo.
Okay. Dahil siya on duty, tinakot ng isang terrorist group, no? Tinutukan, tinakot. Sinabi niyang patayin mo yung switch na yan. They turn it off. Can they do that?
Hypothetical po, kung halimbawa nasakop nga, nandun siya sa control center, that's possible. Kasi ma-operate niya manually.
Ano nga yung procedure pag turn off?
Meron po tayong...
Who decides? Is that the decision of the duty, duty system manager o ganyan?
Yes, sir,
Decision
opo.
lang niya yun?
It's a decision based on established procedures po. May guidelines po tayo.
May established procedure pala Ano nga yung procedure? Ano yung procedure?
Kung halimbawa po, merong maintenance, pwede niyang patayin yon. May emergency, may risk sa life, sa equipment, pwede niya pong patayin.
I raised a hypothetical scenario na terrorist group came into that place. Tinakot yung operator. Saya patayin mo yung kaya niyang gawin yon.
Kaya niya po.
So yun ang tinatanong namin.
Yeah, if it's possible,
so ibig sabihin, the power to switch it on or switch it off ay nasa isang tao lang doon sa duty manager.
Not necessarily isang tao, isang team. Usually po, 3 tao yung naka-duty.
Isa, dalawa, tatlo. Ibig sabihin, nasa kamay lang nila ang desisyon. So, walang security feature. Wala man lamang safety measure or security measure to prevent that hypothetical scenario from happening. Is that correct?
Sir, yung details po, pwede naman namin i-discuss kasi kung sabi nyo nga, security yung involved. Pero public po kasi baka po hindi namin basta-basta ma-disclose yung process nung...
Sige, let's not go into the details. Yun lang gusto namin malaman. Kung may nasa kamay lang ng isa, dalawa, 3 tao pala, pwede nang i-switch yun
Yes, sir.
Alam mo, very critical yung issue that we are discussing here because one, bukod dun sa issue that Congressman Dan Fernandez raised and the chair raised, the question that actually needs answers is who controls NGCP? Is it the Filipino or the Chinese? Based on documents, sinasabi na Chinese. Kasi sila yung kaya nga we're digging deeper. That's why we're asking questions. Now, you're telling us na yung meron palang power to switch it on or off is only in the hands of one or a few. Therefore, masyadong vulnerable yung sistemang yan. But I will ask that question later and elaborate on that, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Congresswoman Jinky Luistro and Mr. Chair. The issues that he raised on the very concerning and very alarming, there seems to be a control by the Chinese nationals in the operation of the NGCP. Kaya earlier, I was asking if the shareholders agreement was submitted to the committee, because most of my questions that I'd like to propound are based on the information that is stipulated in that agreement. However, in the absence of that, I'd like to pursue the issue where in this corporation there seems to be total and full control of the Chinese nationals. Tanong ko lang sa NGCP, no? Sa maraming pagkakataon, kapag tinatanong who controls, operates, and manage the NGCP, ang lagi pong sagot ay Pilipino. Tama po ba yan?
Tama po, Your Honor.
Okay. So, pinaninindigan ninyo na ang merong management, control, and nag-ooperate ay Filipino.
Opo, Your Honor.
So, ang ibig sabihin po ba nito na ang Pilipino ay siya yung may desisyon, yung kumbaga huling pa siya doon sa mga decisions that the NGCP makes?
Opo, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Pilipino lahat yan?
Opo, Your Honor.
Okay. Kasi kanina, nabanggit ni Congressman Suarez na doon sa desisyon sa pagbili ng lupa, paghingi ng approval, ang nagre-rekomenda ay ang isang Chinese national. So, that's the reason why I said earlier, this is very concerning and alarming. Bakit sila yung nagdidesisyon? Di ba dapat Pilipino ang nagdidesisyon dyan? But sabi nga, gaya nga ng sinabi mo, Pilipino ito, no? Doon sa mga nakaraang hearing, lagi po natin ini-emphasize that Filipino control in the transmission network ng Pilipinas ay napakahalaga because marami pong isyung nakaakibat dito. At ang pinaka-importanting issue dito ay yung national security. Tama po ba? Do you agree with me?
I agree, Your Honor.
So you agree with this representation that full control, full management of the transmission, national transmission, must be in the hands of patriotic Filipinos.
Nag-agree po ako, Your Honor.
Nag-agree kayo dyan. Sige. So, matanong ko lang, ano ba sa inyong pananaw ang relasyon ng transmission network sa national security? If I may be educated, Mr. Chair. Sa inyong pananaw, sa NGCP, anong relasyon nito? Anong kahalagahan?
Napakahalaga po, Your Honor. Dahil katulad nga po sa mga nakakaraang House Committee on Energy hearing, si Kong Dagoc talagang sinasabi niya parang basic necessity na natin ng power. Dati, food, tubig, bahay. Pero ngayon, power. Kaya po, sumasangayon ako na napakahalaga ng transmission network po.
So salamat at isa kang ring patriotic Filipino na sumasang-ayon na itong transmission network ng ating bansa ay dapat nasa ilalim ng kamay ng mga Pilipino. Sa present situation and setup ng NGCP, masasabi mo ba na ang transmission network ng Pilipinas under the control and management of NGCP ay nasa ilalim ng kamay ng mga Pilipino?
Walang pagsusubali, Your Honor. Sumasang-ayon ako na nasa kamay ng mga Filipino.
And I presume, Mr. Chair, that that's the same opinion shared by your colleagues in the NGCP. Tama po ba? Attorney, all of you from the NGCP.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, maraming salamat dahil napakahalaga nga po nitong transmission network natin, no? At isa doon sa function na kung saan ay bago gumawa ng project, bago bumili ng lupa, o anumang desisyon na gagawin ng management ng NGCP, meron po kayong kinreate o merong nakikreate na sinasabi niyong working group. Is that correct?
Your Honor, yun nga po yung hindi masyadong maliwanag sa akin. That's a matter that's not clear to me when si Congressman Luis Tro was the one asking question, because working group, meron po kami mga TWGs. Kunyari, nung nag-bar exams, may TWG kaming pag may election, may TWG na nag-aano na talagang hindi mag-brown out sa mga importanteng pagkakataon na yon. Hindi po ako familiar, Your Honor, sa working group. Hindi po ako familiar, Your Honor. We have, Your Honor, like departments, roadie right of way department. Meron po kaming mga ganun, Your Honor. Working group, wala po. Mula nang pumasok ako ng NGCP, TWG.
There's no such
working
thing
group,
as working group.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
There's no such thing as the working group. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, since I joined, Mr. Chair,
Okay.
hindi ako familiar sa
When did you join the NGCP?
2019, Your Honor.
But more or less you have reviewed or perhaps you have been informed as to the contracts entered into
Yes, Your
prior
Honor.
to your appointment, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm
Halimbawa po,
with the
yung-
UGC, Your Honor.
Halimbawa po, yung 2014, yung nagkaroon ng bid para sa natitirang aspeto ng Aurora, Polanco, yung transmission line project, tama? You're familiar with that?
If your document provides so, Your Honor.
Yes, kasi nga napakahalaga because this is the information that was shared with us wherein this working group plays a very vital and important role. Ba't ko nasabi ito, Mr. Chair, is that nung pong nagkaroon ng isang project, itong sinasabing Aurora Polanco 138 kV transmission line project, nagpabid ho kayo. But that is a normal procedure, correct?
Opo.
And,
Competitive bidding before awarding any project.
Okay, so when you open for bids, do you qualify those that will submit their bids?
Yes, the bidders, Your Honor, are qualified. Yeah.
Okay, so I am also sure and certain that in this particular project which I mentioned, is that may nag-submit na mga bids sa inyo. And doon sa mga nag-submit ng bids, karamihan po ay Chinese-owned companies. Are you aware of that?
Pagpaumanhin po, Your Honor, I'm not aware dyan sa particular po na minimension nyo.
Or perhaps it may help us to determine whether these companies are really those that submitted their bids in this particular project. Can we ask the Secretariat to show the slide of these Chinese companies who joined the Aurora Polanco transmission line project? Tatlongput-anim po ang mga kumpanyang nag-submit ng kanilang bids dito. At lumalabas dito sa mga bid na ito ay mahigit kalahati ho ay puro China o Chinese-owned bidders or Chinese-owned companies. Now, bakit ko sinasabi to, no? Na ano bang importansya, no? Okay lang naman ho siguro kung mag-bid ang isang Chinese company kung wala hong bidder mula sa Pilipinas. Do you agree?
Opo.
Okay. So, dun ho sa mga bids, sino ho nag-evaluate ng bids? Sino nagsasabing mananalo ito, matatalo ito, hindi nagka-qualify ito? Sino ho yan?
Meron po kaming department, Your Honor, at yung most advantageous bid, yun po yung mako-consider for an award, Mr. Chair.
Can you repeat that, please?
Meron po kaming department that who evaluates kung ang most advantageous bid, Your Honor, sa kanya po maa-award yung project, Your Honor.
Base sa aming kasing information, ang nag-evaluate o yung membro ng evaluation, bid evaluation, nag-submit ng bid evaluation report on this particular project ay si Mr. Yuan Mingjun at si Mr. Chen Changwei. You're familiar with those names?
I am not familiar with those names, Your Honor.
Yes, I agree because you were not there yet. No, this was 2014 project. So for those who were already there in 2014, you're familiar with these names.
Your Honor, I have been in NGCP since 2011 but I'm not familiar with those names.
So yung hindi ho totoo na meron pong nag-evaluate na by the name of Mr. Yuan Mingjun at Chen Chingwei.
Again, as I repeat, Your Honor, I'm not familiar of those names. But as mentioned by Attorney Malyari, we have a department which evaluates the bid submitted by different bidders and recommend the award with the most advantageous bid, Your Honor.
Based on the documents that we have, it seems that the approval, the evaluation of all these bids are done by these two Chinese nationals. Which again, I would like to raise this point that this is quite alarming and concerning. Kanina, sinabi natin yung pagbili ng lupa, Chinese ang nagdidesisyon. Yung pag-implement ng project, Chinese ang nagdidesisyon. So again, can we ask the Secretariat to please flash on the screen
which particular document do you want flashed?
I think yan yun. These are the bidders, no? These are the bidders doon sa project which I specified, no? And in the next slide, it will show, can you show the next slide? So, majority po ng mga kumpanyang ito ay China-owned corporations. So, the next slide, please, Secretariat. Kanina ho kasi na-raise na po ito ni Congressman Suarez. And when he raised this issue of Chinese nationals being involved in the decision-making of the NGCP, did not just raise eyebrows, so to speak, but also ito ay isang national security vulnerability sa tingin ko na yung mga importanteng desisyon ng NGCP ay nasa kamay ng mga dayuhan. So yung next slide will show what I was mentioning earlier, yung sinasabing working group. Wherein itong si Mr. Yuan Mingjun at saka si Chen Changwei, the chairman and the alternate chairman of the working group, no, are the ones deciding So, ayan, yung name na Uyang, ayan, that's July 11, 2014, the so-called working group, the chairman of that is Yuan Mingjun, and the alternate chairman is Chen Changwei. So, as you said earlier, you're not familiar with this document, but perhaps ma'am, maybe you're familiar with this since you were there already in 2011.
Your Honor, I'm not familiar with this document.
So, you're not familiar with that. So, dalawang bagay lang ito. Yung research namin at yung base sa dokumentong sinasubmit nyo sa amin ay yun mga information that we'd like to be clarified on. That's why we ask these questions to you. Now, earlier, tinanong natin yung systems gaya ninyo kung ano yung procedure, no, para i-shut off, i-turn on or i-turn it off yung buong power system. At sabi niya, ang in charge lang doon ay yung duty manager. If I remember it correctly, there's just one person or maybe 2 or 3 of them who are in control of the shutting down or the turning on of the system. To me, and I'm sure my colleagues will share my apprehension, na nakakatakot ito. Nakakatakot ito. And this is, again, something that we should really correct and we should look into, Mr. Chair. Now, other issues that were raised earlier by Kong Dan Fernandez were quite alarming too, no? Especially dun sa violation sa Section 8. But listening to the NGCP, definitely the first reaction is to deny, no, and to short of saying disagreeing with the observation of Congressman Dan Fernandez, and we respect that. It's just that we're all here para ayusin itong sistemang ito at hindi ito hindi mangyari yung kinakatakutan natin na maaari at posibleng mangyari considering that we have now an issue with China in the West Philippine Sea. I cannot imagine utility companies being managed and operated by quote-unquote the enemy. I'm sure you wouldn't want to sleep with your enemy. And majority ng ating mga kababayan na nakikinig ngayon ay nagtatanong, totoo ba na kapag halimbawa nagkaroon tayo ng alitan sa ating kapitbahay na China, isang pindot lang ba nila, mawawala na ang power sa atin? That needs to be answered. The Filipino people must be informed. They need to know kung ito ay posibleng mangyari. Pero sa sagot kanina, parang posible. Parang posible. Unless you have a better reply to that question, ma'am.
Mr. Chair, nandun ako sa likod nung kausap niyo si aming Mr. Clark Agustin. Yung scenario niyo po kasi na bigay sa kanya is si terorista na sa kwarto na. But ang ano po is, bago siguro nakarating si terorista doon, kasi po yung control center namin are physically secured. And insofar as yung mga tao na mag-on at mag-off ng mga equipment, there are switching procedures which includes validation between control and substation. So, sa hypothetical scenario, it appears na hypothetically it can be done. Pero sa tunay na buhay, Mr. Chair, may kalabuan.
So, yan ay ginagarantiyan nyo sa ating mga kababayan.
Opo.
So, hindi pwede na pakialaman ng dayuhan ang control sa ating elektrisidad o power dito sa ating bansa.
Opo.
Sigurado kayo dyan?
Opo.
Okay, sige. I will not belabor that point anymore, Mr. Chair, but to give more time to my colleagues here that would like to propound questions, I am yielding the balance of my 38 seconds in my interpellation, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair.